In this video, we will calculate the mean from a frequency table. How do we do that? In general, to find the mean from a frequency table, we multiply each data value by its corresponding frequency. What this does is allows us to see how many of each data value there are. We do that, we add them all together, and then that gets us the total number of values, add it all up. But then we want the mean, so then we have to divide by the total number of values that there are. So let's see that in action. Given the frequency table below, write an equation that shows the mean of the set of data. Okay, so what equation will do that for us? First, we want to write an equation that will gather all the values of the data. So what I mean by that is, for example, this row in our frequency table means that the value, data value 3, is listed 5 times. So we really want 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. And then we want that added to all the other data values that are repeated over and over and over. But instead of writing it in the longhand notation like this, we're going to use multiplication. So let's start with a data value of 1. We have that value listed 15 times, that's its frequency. And we're going to add that to the data value 3, which we're going to multiply 5 times. Add that to data value 7, which we want to list 10 times. The data value 10, that gets repeated twice. So what this will do is add up all of our data together in kind of a shorter way. And then once we get all those values, we want to divide by the total number of data points. So how big is our data set? Well, we can find that out pretty easily. So when we add these together, when we sum up, there are 32 values total. So we want to divide, when we get the total sum of all of our data, we want to divide that by 32 in order to get the average. So there's an equation that finds the mean of the data. Now let's actually find it. So on the top here we get 120 as the sum of all of our data, divided by 32, which is how many data points we have. And when we do that calculation, we get that our average value of data is 3.75. So that lives, just around here or so, which makes sense because we have a lot of 1s, we have some 3s, some 7s, and then we have a few outliers around 10. So our average value is 3.75.